Hello everyone, welcome to another Elliot Wave concept. It's been Michaels. Today in this video I will be taking a look at CADCHF with you and also sharing with you what I think about this currency pair here based on the Elliot Wave concept. Alright, first I did post up this on this channel here, and this is Elliot Wave King channel here. Okay, so I did post this one here, and this was also a trade I was also waiting out for to take a trade. Okay, and I realized that this currency pair was more of in a downtrend. Okay, so why did I understand or have that understanding? All right, I'm going to show you also in this video here why I had that understanding and what parameters or what I saw on this currency pair that actually made me to be convinced that this is actually in a downtrend. All right, so let me share with you also how I started about my analysis and how I go about my analysis from a multi-time analysis, and also how I do this on day-to-day basis, and how I go through different time frames into looking for a trade. All right, so here first I'm going to go over to start from a more higher time frame, say the monthly time frame. I want to start from monthly time frame because I want to start the analysis from that time frame here, and I want to share with you why I think that certain things are going to happen in certain ways. I'm using the concept here. Okay. First, I want to point out to you first one thing here that with more of in a global trend, I'll put up downtrend. Okay, so I'm just gonna rather than having to draw trend lines like this or extend trends like this, I'm just gonna go over to just put up a trend line. This is gonna be just a line, imaginary line. Okay, so I'm not gonna look at this line. So I want you to take your mind off the line. Okay, so rather than me having to draw a trend line like this and then look at the breakout, okay, when price breaks out of this, okay, with this kind of formation here, I'm just gonna draw a straight trend line. Okay, so that's gonna help my eyes to understand that we're more of in a downtrend. Okay, I like to start my trend line here. Okay, rather than having to start it here, I would like to start my trend line here because when I'm using the Elliot Wave concept, it's quite different from every other concept when you're drawing your trend line. Okay, so I'm not mostly concerned with the very start of the trend here. I'm also mostly concerned with the B waves and also the D legs. Okay. That also goes to an impulse leg. I'm always concerned with the wave 2, the wave 4 of the series, and that has also been wonderful also as well. Okay, so here with this one here, I just want to start over again, and I'll put up to you that price have dropped very uniquely. So if we go over to put this first, okay, we've seen price drop that way, and we've seen price move up back in that format here, and we've also have another drop below the previous low right here. Okay, so this previous low here, below the previous low here, at this point we then had what we could have as well understand as a symmetrical triangle. So we can as well put up some levelings here on a higher time frame, and I will put up these on a higher time frame. Okay, so I'll put up A, B, and I'll put up maybe C there, and then price broke. Okay, so I can put up DE. Okay, so I just want to zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to zoom on with this example here, and then I'll share with you also why I think with the example here. Okay, so always understand, guys, when I'm talking about a triangle or a symmetrical triangle, this oftentimes appear in either the foot wave, the X wave, or the B wave. Okay, so in this example here, I'm going to make some assumptions in this example here, okay? And I'm going to put up either an A here and B here, and then I'm going to put up a C here, okay? So I'm going to make some assumptions because you want to do that at one point of your trading, okay? So you're not sure or 100% sure of what's going to happen next. You're going to make some assumptions, and then you're going to plan your trade, and then you're going to trade that plan, all right? So first, I think what we had here was an overall impulse, correction impulse. I'm going to go ahead and label this. So I start from this point on, I label this A, I label this my B. So I had my ABC internal structure here, which I can as well label as my C, or I can as well label this leg right here that went down below this previous point as either a C, and then maybe a D, and then maybe an E. Okay, so either of the labeling still fits more of what you want to say. Okay, that the difference here is that it's going to put you on course on what to expect. Okay, what to expect in the future and how to plan for the next move there. Okay, so here on this one here, I just want to go over, make detailed explanation how I plan my trade and how I want you guys to understand this. So I'm going to go over take out first this one. Okay, so in all those examples previously, Okay, we did drop some trade plans there, and I'm going to make it visible on a weekly time frame because I want also this to be visible on a weekly time frame as well. Okay, so we did drop some trade plans there, and we did draw up some assumptions there as well. So let's go ahead and make this a trade plan. All right. The major reason or the major importance of the Elliot Wave is that it provides a context for market action. Okay, so it gives you a kind of open field or a kind of situation where you can actually plan and then take an action with regards to what you have also planned using the Elliott Wave concept. All right, so first we've seen this could also be the end of the wave that I do not know. Okay, I am actually going to make an assumption right now, but whatever we are going to see that is that we've seen a 5-week move. Okay, so if you look at this clearly, if I go over to a line chart, you can see that we have a defined 5-week move. Okay, this here was the end of the trend here. Okay, so we have an A. So I'm going to go over to use labeling tools. I'm going to label this A. I'm going to label this B. I'm going to label this C. I'm going to label this D. I'm going to label this E. Okay, so we have a more defined trend. Okay, so either we are going to look at these as either a corrective pattern or instead of a new wave. Okay, so either way we could be looking at this as a wave 1, maybe then we could plan for a wave 2. Okay, then maybe a 3 upside, or maybe we could be looking at a scenario in which we can be planning out for a maybe just we could actually look, for those of you that's looking out for corrective wave, so wave a 5-week move could actually be wave A, and then B we can look for C up there. Okay, so whatever you're planning or whatever your trade plan is like, okay, that I do not know, but I'm just gonna go over it, go further to draw up some scenarios and also some assumptions also based on this. Okay, based on this. Okay, so we're gonna have this here and this here. Okay, so we could as well say that we could also be working out a leading structure or an ending structure. All right, so I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna go over to take out these. I don't know what that is, but whatever I do know is that after a 5-week move, what I want to be looking out for is going to be a retracement. Okay, so this is the possible end of wave. Okay, I'm going to go over to use my Fibonacci tool. I'm going to draw my Fibonacci from this swing low to this swing high here, and note that, guys, when I'm looking at retracement areas here, I look at Fibonacci retracement areas here, which are oftentimes key to those important levels which you want to be targeting in terms of your targets or your stop losses. It's going to also help you in also putting proper stops as well, also proper targets as well. So first we're going to be laying emphasis on the 38.2. all right, the 38.2 here is what I spoke about back in this channel here. If you look at these parameters here, which was the 0.735, which I was looking out for a target, okay, and my stop loss was expected to be above the 0.7505. okay, so let's look at what happened there. We've seen that we've hit that target first. Okay, we've hit 0.7347, okay, which is actually our target. If you go over to a daily time frame, you can as well see that we've hit and then gone slightly below the target. All right, there. Okay, first, that is a very good one there, and we will have to plan for a new trend. I'm going to overtake this one out first, and I'm going to have to you can as well pause this video. Okay, you can as well pause this video if you want to. You can pause this video and then look at this one more time, okay, and then make your own decision. Okay, let me bring back the lines on the daily scale. Okay, I don't know, that lines seems to be gone in every time frame I go down. Let me bring back those lines there. Okay, so if you pause this video, okay, you can as well put up some assumptions here. Okay, so first, I don't trade the Elliott Wave concept only. I look at also price actions, and that is what I also share in my videos, okay, because it will help you on the long term understand price actions, what price is going to be doing. Okay, so you look at the market and then make sense of it. Okay, now we have a plan. Okay, so I'm going to put up a trade plan. Okay, first, we've had a very serious drop here, so I can as well put this as a very serious drop here. Okay, so we can label that as maybe wave A. Okay, we don't know. And alternatively, we've seen that price have gone below this point right here. So if we are looking at on a 4-hourly time frame here, if we're looking at the possibility that this trend could also further continue downside, okay, I can as well draw, okay, a trade plan. All right. First and foremost, I want to look at this downtrend first before I look at the larger trend. I'm going to give you two scenarios for this. Okay. We have some kind of wave pattern here that if you would go ahead and then draw some wave patterns, you can as well. For some persons that are actually good with the eyes can actually see an A, B, C here, B, and can see a C, a D, maybe an E. All right, some people can actually see that, and then we can then, after seeing an E, which can also be a leading structure there for you, okay, you can actually start drawing your A, maybe a B here, then maybe a C here, or if it's not done, you can actually look at some extension. But for those of you that are looking out for further drops on CADCHF, you can actually wait for a corrective pattern. Okay, so after you have something like an A, B, maybe a C, all right, then you can start looking for the next corrective price to still continue downside. For those of you that are still expecting CADCHF to further still drop. Okay, so what is going to be your targets like? Okay, so let me share with you what I would do if I should or I would be looking at more downside possibilities. I'm going to point out to you my target. Okay, so first we've achieved the 38.2, and the next target is expected to be around the 127 Fibonacci extension of this swing here. Okay, so you guys understand that I like to target 127. So this is going to be your next target. If you're looking at next target, this is best your area to look out for a target 0.73. all right, I like to make this this. Okay, so a lot of people look at psychological numbers. So this is a whole number. Here you can look at 0.73. I think that should also be good for you. Okay, so let me take out these fib tools here, and I think I have to take out this as well. I'm going to prevent this from showing up on the hourly time frame. So here should be your next target after you possibly have gotten maybe a corrective pattern here on ABC here. And if you're looking at here as an impulsive run here, it's also a good fit. Maybe you can be looking at maybe a wave 1 to 2 to 3, maybe a corrective wave here to 4, somewhere from there, then maybe 5 down here. But overall, not every price movement fits into the Elliot Wave. You want to look at price actions for what it truly is. Okay, go between time frames, look at candlesticks, how they are formed, how they look like, how they're feeling. Okay, and then plan your trade. All right, so alternatively, this is another scenario here which I'm also looking at here for you guys that understand that I look at some patterns differently. We can as well have another possibility that we might be forming some sort of patterns such as this. I'm going to have to use the ghost feed here. So we could be having an A right here. So this is going to be a possible A, and we could have a possible B here, and we could have a possible C here, and that could also turn out as a contraction, some sort, and then price could as well just maybe drop from that point on to the downside to complete a formation such as this. Okay, so I don't know what that's going to be like, and whatever it's going to be like, I'm going to share with you also back in the channel here how I will be looking to plan further on this one as new price actions develop. Okay, as the price actions develop, I will also plan with you. But for those of you that were actually waiting for the corrective wave today, in one of my videos today on planning your trade today, I'm also was looking at this retracement area up to this point, and this was also what I did here. I put up a pending buy order on the 61.8, and I put my stop loss below the 78.6, and I look to target just previous target here, which was the previous high here. However, price is actually moving up to hit that target. That's really not my concern. However, I've closed that position here because I wasn't triggered on the trade, and price is actually moving to hit that point there. And once price hit that point, I'm not going to be the guy waiting back here to enter this trade again. I'm going to wait for new trading setup, and then I'll plan with you guys also back in the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like this presentation and you want to still learn more about the Elliot Wave, you can actually subscribe to this channel. I will also be giving you free tips and also free educations about the Elliot Wave concept on how to plan your trade and then trade your plan effectively. See you on the next video.